Praise the Lord. First, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. Thanking him for a great opportunity to be before you today. Honoring him for who he is. Knowing that he is in control of all things. This morning, there will be a word from heaven, which is a thy kingdom come message. So, with that being said, we're going to, if you will, go to the book of John. We're going to start in the 11th chapter. We're going to first start with John 11, 1 through 8. Then we're going to work our way to verses 14 and 17. Then we'll go from 20 to 46.
You mind repeating that?
Yes, I will. John 11, 1 through 8. And I'll let you know when we go to the next one. But I know we're going to start out 1 through 8. And I will call the other verses as we approach them. But the title of this message is Expect the Unexpected. Expect the unexpected. How do you expect the unexpected? Wow. Well, we're going to find out according to the word, and this will help us when we're dealing with situations in our lives that we don't expect. Many of us have a plan on how we want things to go, but God is in control of everything, and sometimes I think we forget about it. A great example is I'm supposed to be in Chicago today, or on my way to Chicago, but God had another plan, which is when you're dealing with the unexpected situations in your life, you have to honor God in everything.
Amen.
Because you don't know what he's keeping you from, but he got a better plan.
Yes.
This is going to help us because I've got a word that will help back up what I'm saying. Yes. Even today, we're here at our services. A lot of things we've expected this morning that did not happen. So we have to expect the unexpected. Amen.
Yes. Amen.
So coming from chapter 11, I'm going to start reading verses 1 through 8, and they read this way. Now a certain man was sick, named Lazarus, of Bethany, the town of Mary, and her sister Martha. It was that Mary which anointed the Lord with anointed and wiped his feet with her hair, whose brother Lazarus was sick. Mm-hmm. Therefore his sister sent unto him, saying, Lord, behold, he whom thou lovest is sick. Mm. When Jesus heard that, he said, this sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that the Son of God might be glorified thereby. Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. Mm-hmm. When he had heard, therefore, that he was sick, he abode 2 days, meaning he wasn't in no hurry. 2 days, still in the same place where he was.
Amen.
Then after that, saith he to his disciples, let us go into Judea again. Uh-huh. His disciples say unto him, Master, the Jews of the late sought to stone thee, and goest thou thither again? In other words, you're going to go there again?
Mm-hmm. Go back.
And they trying to kill you? All right now.
Amen.
Okay. Before I go to the next verses, let's deal with expect.
Okay.
Expect means this. Expect means to look forward to anticipate, to look forward to the occurrence of. But this is the unexpected. That which is not expected. Now, when I expect something, I anticipate it, I wait for it, I get my mind ready to receive it.
Yeah.
But what happens when I don't get it? But I'm ready to receive it.
Yeah.
How do I handle it when that unexpected situation comes?
Come on.
This is an unexpected situation because the mere reason that she sent for him is for him to come, because she knew if he come, my brother would be all right.
Amen.
But now, the unexpected thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus didn't just come. He waited a while.
Yeah.
So that's an unexpected situation. Then the disciples see him going back to a place where they was going to kill him.
Mm.
They weren't expecting to see that.
Come on.
So can you imagine what type of feeling is going on in them? Because now what they expected him to do, he ain't doing that.
Yeah.
But he all knowing too now.
Come on.
Okay. So here we go. He gonna teach us how to handle the unexpected.
My Lord.
Here we go. Let's go. Keep going. I'm gonna go to 14 through 17. This gonna help bring all this together, and then we're gonna expound on it. Then said Jesus unto them plainly. I'm reading 14.
Mm-hmm.
Lazarus is dead.
My.
Oh, he went from being sick to now he dead.
Yeah, Lazarus is dead.
And I'm glad for your sake.
Mm-hmm.
I was not there.
My.
Now this Jesus talking.
Uh-huh.
To the intent ye may believe, nevertheless, let us go unto him. Come on, let's go. We're going.
Yeah, we're going to still go.
Yeah, we're going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Then said Thomas, which is called Didymus, unto his fellow disciples, let us also go, that we may die with him.
Yeah.
Now, come on. His expectation is a little twisted.
Yeah.
But here comes it. Let's keep going. Then when Jesus came, he found that he had laid in the grave for 4 days already.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's an unexpected situation about to unfold. But now, I'm going to say this. To us, when somebody say they dead, we say they done.
Okay.
But when life is with you, life is coming. Life is coming.
Yeah, life is with
But see,
you.
this is a revelation not just for Mary, not just for Martha, but these for the disciples too, because you heard what he said. Well, one of the disciples said, well, let's just go and die. See, that's where his mind was. Let's just go and die with him.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus thinking, I ain't going nowhere to die. But let's see what happens. See, God can take one situation and work so many things out of one situation. Now here we're looking at the death of a brother.
Mm-hmm.
The sisters expecting him to come when they called the first time. He did not.
Mm-hmm.
And now he dead. And he done been dead for 4 days. So in their mind, he done.
Yeah.
Look, you ain't came in all this time. He dead.
Yeah.
But he said, the word come to him. Didn't move him though. It didn't shake it and it didn't move. How many times unexpected situations come in our life and it just turns our world upside down?
Come on.
And we go from believing to agreeing with the situation.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened.
Yeah.
He went from, see, it wasn't no believing that life or resurrection coming. It was like, hey, let's just roll with it.
Yeah.
We're going to die too.
Just that. Mm-hmm.
So, and I can imagine the sisters at this point were saying, no, he ain't come. They was a little hot with it. He ain't come. Now my brother dead.
Mm.
So, you know, when dead situations come in our lives, we begin to mourn with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
We forget about that there is hope, there is life.
Yeah.
This is where this is going to unfold. Here's something. What do you expect to happen when you come to God's house? This house. Do you expect? I don't know. What do you expect? Sometimes we need to ask ourselves. There are many times we come to the house of God and our situation is a lot of things happen before we can enter into this building.
Amen.
Stuff happen at home. People cut you off in front. You know, it's just a lot of stuff happen. And it will take your mind off worship. It will take your mind off of expecting the blessings of God. And you come in all broke and tore up. But what do you expect when you come into his house?
I love it. What a question.
Because we're looking at a dead situation right here.
Yes.
Oh, my. Now, I'm going to keep reading. I think I stopped at...
You stopped at verse 17.
At 17. Well, that's where I want to stop. Now, He's laid in the grave for 4 days.
4 days.
Now I'm going to skip down to 20 and 46. They're going to put the icing on the cake right here. Then Martha, as soon as she heard that Jesus was coming.
Which verse?
20. I'm in 20 now, okay?
Verse 20.
Verse 20.
Okay.
Then Martha, as soon as she heard that Jesus was coming, went and met him. But Mary, she sat still in the house. Okay, let's look at the two dynamics. One is ready to greet him, and the other one saying, well, hey, my brother already dead. I mean, you know, I'm going to ride this one on out. Then said Martha unto Jesus, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. In other words, had you been here, we would never be at this place. But I know, check this out, I know that even now, two dynamics, even now, whatsoever thou wilt ask of God, God will give it thee.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I like this. Jesus said unto her, thy brother shall rise again.
Bye-bye.
Martha said unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. Now you see where her mind is?
Come on, shift it just that
At
quick.
the last day.
Yeah.
Now I hear what you're saying, but I know in the last day he gonna rise. Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. Now, mind you, one of his disciples rolling with him right now and don't have a clue who he is. Many times we can see the miracles that is being performed in our lives, and God is taking us from glory to glory, and we'll still turn around and say the wrong thing. We'll say the wrong. We'll agree with him, but like she said, well, I know he's gonna rise, but that's gonna be in the last day.
Yeah, that goat spirit.
Well, what happened with today? He can't come up today. So now he got to say, I'm gonna help you. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. 26 says, and whosoever liveth, believeth in me, shall never, ever die. Okay, now, depending on where your mind is, when you hear this, you could believe that your dead situation can be risen, or you could believe, well, God will eventually get to me. But I know that'll be the day that everything, the day on judgment. No, come on, let's get it. Believeth thou this? She said unto him, yea, Lord. Listen what she said. See, he had to talk to her spirit. She said unto him, yea, Lord, I believe that thou art the Christ, the Son of God, which should come into the world. And when she had so said, she went her way. It was settling her spirit.
Yeah, she was satisfied.
And called Mary. She went and called her sister secretly, saying, she said, come here, let me talk to you. The master is come and calleth for thee. Come on, he wants us to come. As soon as she heard that, she arose quickly and came unto him. Now she came on. Now Jesus was not yet come into the town, but was in that place where Martha met him. The Jews then, which were with her in the house, and comforted her, when they saw Mary, that she rose up hastily, and went out following her, saying, she goeth unto the grave to weep. See, that's where they mind is.
Yeah.
Y'all, and that alone, sometimes when we're going through situations and we believe in God for an unexpected situation, no, an expected situation during an unexpected time, we've got to separate ourselves sometimes from the non-believers, because they, you know, when you're with people and they see as far as they can see, and you believe in beyond that point, you have to kind of move yourself from them.
Yeah.
Okay? Then when Mary was come where Jesus was and saw him, she fell down at his feet, saying unto him, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. Now, she got enough ill to know, now, had he been here, my brother never would have seen that. Okay? Because I know that he would have made things a whole lot better. But check this out. He here now. When Jesus therefore saw her weeping, and the Jews also weeping, which came with her, he groaned in his spirit. He was sad and was troubled, and said, where have ye laid him? In other words, where is he? They said unto him, Lord, come and see. Jesus wept. Jesus got compassion too. When he loved, he loved. But check this out. Then said the Jews, behold, how he loved him. And some of them said, could not this man which opened the eyes of the blind have caused that even this man shall not have died? Now, he working all these miracles. Come on now. And y'all, we always looking for somebody to blame. But check this out. Jesus, therefore, again, he began to groan in himself. He cometh to the grave. It was a cave, and the stone laid in front of it. Okay?
Come on now.
Jesus said, take ye away from, move the stone, take it out the way. Martha, the sister of him that was dead, said unto him, Lord, by this time he's stinking, for he has been dead for 4 days. Jesus said unto her, do what he said. Said I not unto thee, that if thou wouldst believe, thou shouldst see the glory of God. In other words, now look, we're at this place now. Because sometimes we'll say things to God and our heart don't even be with the words that come out of our mouth. We say them, but then we got that but idols. We begin to but God, but this and but that. Now, he's got to show. He don't have to show, but he needs to. There's a reason behind this, because you see, you have these sisters, and you got this disciple who said he going to die. So now God can take one situation again, I say, and work so many different situations out of it. Then they took away the stone, the place where the dead was laid. And Jesus lifted up his eyes and said to his Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me. And I knew that thou heardest me always. But because of the people which stand by, I said it. In other words, I didn't have to say it. But because these non-believers and these people that need to see your glory, God, I'm doing this for them, that they may believe that thou hast sent me.
Yes, Lord.
Now, this can show one or two things. He was confident. He knew his purpose and the reason why he was there. He even knew why he knew why he didn't come immediately. Okay? He also knew when he got there, and because he talked to his Father, things were going to take place immediately. But because these people looking, I'm going to say this so they can hear this. And when he thus had spoken, I'm in 43, he cried with a loud voice, Lazarus, come forth. And I heard many people say that there was a reason why he had to call Lazarus name, because remember, he the resurrection. If he had just said come forth, a lot of other dead things would have arose.
Come on.
But he called him by name.
Called him by name.
He said, Lazarus, come forth. And he that was dead came forth. Check that out. Now, not just his body. Some other things resurrect in this situation.
Come on now.
Bound hand and foot with grave clothes, and his face was bound about with a napkin. Jesus said unto them, loose him and let him go. Now, not only did he arise from his deathbed, he was still bound. He wasn't free. When he got up, he was still covered with grave clothes. How many times God has resurrected us from bad situations in our life, and we still covered with them grave clothes? But now he said, hey, I need y'all to loose him and let him go. Then many of the Jews which came to Mary had seen the things which Jesus did, believed on him. Oh, so in other words, if I don't see it, I don't believe. But y'all, that ain't faith. Faith is what you don't see. But he said they need to see this. So now they believe. Do you think they believe for just that moment that Lazarus will raise? Or if some other unexpected situations come up in your life, will you believe then? Because sometimes we'll believe just right then and there. But then some other stuff will come up and we find ourselves back in the but either situation. Well, but God, and but God. He said, no, ain't no buts here. Check this out. He says, but some of them went their way. See, I knew we was going to get to but itis. Now, they believed when they saw it, but some of them went their ways to the Pharisees.
Come on.
Y'all heard that?
Go in the gospel now.
And told them what things. Now, they had to go tell them, so hold on, I got to go tell somebody about this. But look where they went. So told them what things Jesus had done. Now we're going to get into this thing. I'm finna roll on. When you expect teachers to teach, singers to sing, preachers to preach, but when was the last time you came expecting God to do something? You know, we come to programs and events and concerts. Oh, when I go to this concert, I expect them to turn it out. You have expectation. And you go sometime and things don't be like you think. But how many times are we expecting God to do miraculous things when we come into his house or come into his presence? Come on now. See, our expectations, even when stuff comes up that you don't expect, you got to still see God in it. Now, how many times do we come into church or come before his presence expecting a miraculous work? Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just come out of formality, praying and going on about our day. But when it comes payday for you, when you to work, you expect a check.
My Lord, come on.
What happens when you don't get your check on time? See, we got to change the way we do things. When we enter in the house of God or in his presence, we should expect his voice, him speaking to us, him doing miraculous things. I expect miracles and blessings to take place in my life. And I expect it. Even when this unexpected situation happened this morning, God still got a plan.
Amen.
I'm still expecting it. My bag's still playing.
Amen.
Come on now. So listen to this. You may answer this as saying, I expect God to be there, to be here. Or I expect God to show up. Or I expect God to move. I want a feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're saying. I want a miracle. But are you really expecting it? How do you put yourself in a position of expectancy? How you do that?
Come on.
So you say, okay, God, I am expecting you to heal me. Especially when your body wrecked with pain. Lord, I expect you to heal me. Not just to move or just touch me. I want to be healed.
Yeah.
See, they didn't need Lazarus just to be prayed for. They want him alive. But then, you know, some might have just expected he just coming to pray. See, but they were not really expecting all what he done.
Amen.
See, it's more to this than this.
Yeah.
We done heard this for a long time, but it's more to it. Because see, when God comes in the building, that's us. We're supposed to expect the most unexpected.
Yeah.
We expect miracles and blessings. Because you cannot anticipate what God gonna do. But you do know he gonna do something.
Yeah.
So you have to give God something to work with. Okay? You can call me crazy. Some people do. But I expect God to do miraculous things in my life.
Amen.
Verse 21, when Martha knew that Jesus could have healed him if he had been there. Verse 22 even tells us she knew that whatever she asked in his name, he would do it.
You can do it.
But now, she ain't asked him to get her brother up from the grave. Y'all didn't hear that, did you? But he knew what he needed to do. Y'all see that? She never said, Lord, get him up. She never said that. She kept saying, had you been here,
he wouldn't have died.
he wouldn't have died.
Uh-huh.
But she knew
Yeah.
when he comforted her by saying, I am the resurrection.
Yeah.
I am the life. Once she received that word, she didn't have to ask him for anything else.
Yeah. Lord,
That word settled it
Mm-hmm.
because she received his word.
Yeah.
How many times we receive God's word? God able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or think. And a lot of times we treat him like we treat each other. So I know you limited on some things you can do. So I'm only going to ask you what I know you're capable of doing. But God made us. You couldn't have woke up this morning unless he woke you up.
Amen.
Many of us laid our clothes out. We was expecting to get up and go wherever we go on Sunday.
Amen.
I packed my bags. I was expecting to leave. See what I'm
Amen.
saying? So therefore, but then what do you do when it's unexpected? I'm still worshiping. I'm still going to praise him. I'm still going to glorify him. I'm still going to look to the hills for which cometh my help.
Yes.
In James 4:3 it says, ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss,
Uh-huh.
that ye may consume it upon your lust. In other words, you ask of some things and you don't really believe what
Don't
you're
really
asking
believe
for.
it. Yeah.
Can God raise up this situation or
Come
that
on.
situation
Come
or other situation? Yes, he can.
Yeah.
God can raise up your bank account. Anything. Do you know he created us to believe him for everything? Everything.
Yeah.
He said, expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Many of us got up
That's
one
good.
morning and snow was outside. We weren't expecting that.
Amen.
But you have to adjust to it.
Uh-huh.
It didn't stop you from going to work. You went.
Come on.
So you look
My.
today, right now.
Yeah.
Expect the unexpected. Expect his hand of mercy. Expect him to deliver you. Expect him to fill your church up.
Yes.
Expect. He called you. You didn't call him.
Yes.
And sometimes we want to bag out when things don't go our way. But I'm here to tell you, your way ain't no way.
Yeah.
You ain't got no way. You ain't got no idea. You don't know how this thing gonna play out, but God knows.
God knows.
God knows. I needed something simply done as a lab coat. I expect the unexpected.
Yes.
Unexpected, I didn't have.
Amen.
God fixed it, didn't he? Then I didn't have the logo on it.
God
Woke up
fixed
this morning, there was on there. See, God can do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or think. I just challenge you today to believe.
Yeah. Believe.
To believe
The unexpected.
the unexpected.
My
Because the
Lord.
unexpected coming.
Yeah.
But God got a plan. He knew he the only one know that you the one it caught you off guard.
Yeah.
But it didn't catch God off guard. God knew this was going to happen. God will show us people, things, places, you name it. He going to show you some stuff. And then too, when he show it to you, don't dismiss it.
Amen.
You do right by God. You can expect people not to like you. Stop tripping about that. You ain't trying to please them. They people. They need God too. You ain't going to have a crowd of people. I'm okay with that. I love the fact that God, if I got God, that's enough.
More than enough.
So, in other words, if ain't nobody here but me and God, he want to talk to me then.
Amen.
He wants. How many times we expect? Back to that concert. It says when you go to a concert, you anticipate, man, they gonna throw down, the music's gonna be right. What if they come out and they voice messed up or they don't show up? Then you got to deal with that unexpected situation.
Okay.
Then they say, well, we're gonna send somebody out because our main person didn't show up or whatever. So but then what about people that don't have a plan for the unexpected situation? They ain't got nobody. Then they got to deal with these folks out here that pay their money. But with God, ain't none of that going on. God, if it turns out, if you're going straight and you got a plan to go straight, and God decides to take you left, no, he got a plan in the left.
Amen.
See, the reason we got to give God what's due him, we really got to get to know him really on a personal level. Because when you know God on a personal level, you'll never be caught off guard.
Mm.
You'll be just like him. You won't be scratching your head. You'll look up toward him and say, Lord, I know you got a plan. Like when Jesus looked up, he began to thank God because God always hears prayer. He expected, because these folks dealing with an unexpected situation. Lazarus, they expect him to come when they call him, and they expect him to heal him, but he died. That was unexpected. But he was sick. Some people sick, but we pray and believe God for their healing. God answers one way or the other.
Amen.
Sometimes it's God's will that they go on, and then sometimes God will come right on in and he will fix it.
Amen.
So I honor God for this divine word today, thanking him. Remember, expect the unexpected. But know God got a solution to everything that we deal with. May God bless you and keep you is my prayer. Live.